Hi guys, this is Rohit, the founder of Practice by Numbers, and here is a video going through the overview of our system for all new users. So when you first log in, this is the screen that you're going to be able to see. It gives you a practice summary. All these numbers are your month-to-date numbers, and it gives you any tasks that are open for anybody that they're open in and any tasks that are overdue. And at the bottom right here, it shows you revenue opportunities that you have in your practice. And this is looking at data for the past 1 year. And there's a lot more that you can dig into under Revenue IQ. Okay. So the first order of business here is to make sure the employees that you have. So the first thing you do is come in here and go into the settings tab and make sure that all the employees that you have are activated. Okay. As you click and make all the employees activated, what the first one means is the employee is active, and the second employee is a provider. Okay, that's the first order of business, so that we make sure all of the employees are there and they are useful. And what you want to be able to do is to be able to take any provider, mark them as active and as provider, and anybody who's marked as active, you can create an account for the other page. So let's go back into settings. And once you have done that, the second order of business is to make sure your office hours make sense. In most cases, all offices work about the same time, and all providers work about the same time, perhaps different days. So the best thing to do is just set up the office hours in Practice by Numbers and let all of the employees use the same office hours. Unless there's an employee that has a separate office hour, in that case, you click on that employee and you set that up. All right, so the next thing is looking at your user accounts. And this is where you come to create different user accounts. And anybody who's marked active on the previous employee screen, you can turn on, you can create them an account, and you can create different level of accounts. And now there's another video that shows on how to create accounts and how to create permissions and other things. So I'm not going to go over that in this particular email in the overview. Right, once you have done that, you are basically ready to start using our system. You click on PracticeIQ, it takes you here to the main page, and anything that you see at home and below right here is going to be all the built-in dashboards. Anything above that, which is going to be empty for all the new users, is going to be all the custom dashboards. And how do you navigate around this? So the way you do that is you change the date. You can change the date to one of the macros. So I can say, show me everything, let's say, last year. Okay, and the system will update and will show me all the numbers, all the reports for last year. I can pick any custom date that I want. All right. And then there will be many tabs that will look for information. They will look for additional filter, which is, for example, a provider. So in this particular case, if I come in right here for the last year, it's going to ask me for providers. Right now, this graph is showing everything about all the providers. Let's pick, let's say, one of them. Okay. Now, this is just one provider for that last year. It looks like this provider only worked from August through November, but that's all the information, and this is every single bit of KPIs or key performance indicators for that provider, okay, at a high level. So the date, the provider, okay, those are the two major things. Now, what else do we need to know? Every time you see a pop-up, this little button, this arrow, what this shows is that there's additional information. Sometimes it's additional key performance indicators, sometimes additional graphs, and sometimes it's just tables of information. For example, in this case, I want to be able to see how many new patients have I seen. Okay, so if I click on this little tab, it will open up and will tell me every single new patient. When were they first seen? What were they seen for? The services that were performed. And if I scroll further down, here it shows me all the patients that are going inactive this month. Isn't that useful to know? And all of the new patients that were added. Okay. Let's look at a different one. This one shows the treatment acceptance of the office and a lot more details, again, the patient details and other KPIs that are pertinent to treatment acceptance. All right, so that's what this little pop-up does. It gives you additional information. And then you will also notice there's a question mark on all of these tabs. And the question mark, when you click on that, it gives you help on how this particular KPI is calculated. Okay, so if you ever been confused about what this number means, this will help you guide on, and obviously you can ask us a question anytime as well. All right, so let's close this out. And let's go into a couple of different areas. Revenue IQ is a place where you search for all the hidden revenue in terms of unscheduled treatment, recalls, reactivation. I'll have different videos going into depth with all of these different areas. And Task IQ is very much related to Revenue IQ. So here, this is a high-level overview. Just get started, the basic navigation and all, and then I will create additional videos and post them to make sure we go into the details of different areas. Okay,